2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines. Brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory, like the Sportage, Sorrento, and Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Heat, they're back on the hardwood tonight. Second out of a back-to-back, taking on the Pacers at 7:30. They win last night, 119-108. The Panthers, they take on the Hurricanes tonight, 7 o'clock. You can hear that on AM 790.
You know what else is depressing?
What's that, dude?
The Dolphins have 0 Pro Bowlers.
I know Zach Sealer did not make the Pro Bowl, nor did Jason Sanders, even though he hasn't missed a kick in God knows how long.
They know, though. They know.
You want to know who did make the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
Andrew Van Ginkel.
That's okay, though, because I'm sure we got something for him when he walked.
Nope.
Well, here's the thing. As much as we hated the fact that Andrew Van Ginkel left, right? You know, I was big on that simply because you didn't know what your situation was at Russia. The defense was fine. Chop has started coming into his own. He's not saying you can't ever have as many Russians as possible.
Come on, dude.
Not saying he wouldn't help, but the defense was fine. It's not the defense.
That dude has been a demon for the Vikings. Right. The Vikings have probably the best defense in the league.
Yep. That's what they said about Oregon.
Well, that's tough. Maybe if their quarterback wasn't high as a kite this week.
Who?
Dylan Gabriel. Did you see him this week? He went viral with his this interview. Guy was on another planet. No wonder they lost that game. Could you imagine putting that guy in the same conversation as Cam Ward?
I'm high as a kite, Yogi.
He was high as a kite, dude.
I mean, were you more shocked at how Oregon looked or more shocked at how Ohio State looked? I was more shocked at how dominating Ohio State looked.
Oregon.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Because we always had, because they're on the West Coast, they play at night. We always had, questions. And that game, the first game they played with Ohio State was early in the year.
Should have been warned when you saw this from this kid.
I think we will beat Ohio State if we do.
Be at our best.
What's your best look like?
Competitive, making plays, being good in situational football. Not for the coach talk, but it's just the reality of the situation. But we love the Rose Bowl. We love warm weather. I think we should play more football on nice grass instead of our artificial stuff. And the more sun, the better. Why do we do it to ourselves? Like, do fans want to sit in the snow and the rain? And let's just make arenas. Let's make domes. Let's do grass. Let's do more fireworks at games. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, all right. So first of all, if you keep winning, you get domes the next 2 games. So
I love that.
Did you know that?
I do. Or now I do.
Your draft status, buddy.
But let's continue that evolution.
We got another lefty.
What I'm really hearing right now is that every football game should be played in Hawaii.
Wouldn't that be unreal? I don't think anyone would be mad at it, but maybe just the travel or the travelers. That's tough. But let's find more sun. Let's find more sun.
Dude, what the hell is going on?
He's high as a kite.
Oh, he's on real grass, all right.
Hey, boo-boo.
There's only one other quarterback that talks like that.
Yeah.
And his name is Aaron Rodgers.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That guy is cooked.
Probably shouldn't be trying to get in the NFL with those comments, right?
He could have stopped that coach talk. He could have been like, but that's
could have just been out. But then once he started talking about sunshine and fireworks, you're like,
but he's like, can we get more sunshine, more domes? Like, what do you want,
Gabriel?
You know who's building a dome?
Who? I heard about that. Yeah. You guys are building a whole little new park, a whole area.
Toilet bowl for the Browns.
Wow.
Oh, what? what?
I think personally in the AFC North, the first team to build a dome would seem soft.
Agreed. Tough.
Right?
Well, that's why the Bills don't want to do it, right? Even though, like,
Yeah.
hey, you guys got lake effect snow or who knows what comes
Right.
off there.
Right.
Probably should, but you know, these idiots like to be in the snow and they like to throw snowballs. I mean, let them live. I don't know. I can't compute with that.
I think it's one of the things you just deal with the circumstances as best as you can. Because I got to tell you, it was rainy, and then the sun came out.
By the way, that interviewer came out from KOIN, local Oregon news, and said that interview was at 8 a.m., not high as a kite. And I'm like, just because it's the morning didn't mean he didn't wake and bake, dude. We know how old it is. Like, nobody loves weed.
I will say this. Early morning interviews are brutal. You ain't thinking, you ain't thinking football. You ain't thinking, so.
You know what they're not brutal for? Old Snoop Dogg over here. That guy was flying through that interview.
Our son.
You know what? I do think we need less. We should just play in Hawaii.
Oh, man. Speaking of Hawaii, the Miami Dolphins quarterback, Tua, limited in practice as he's dealing with this hip injury. Doesn't seem great. I mean, Snoop is going to take most of the reps this week. I don't feel very confident that he's going to play against the Jets this week. It doesn't sound, based on what Mike McDaniel was talking, like it didn't sound like a QB who's going to be playing this week.
I told you what you need to watch for. If it's something, it just seems like something, he tweaked something and they got to fix it. Sounds like that. Which is not like, don't read into it.
Fix it with rest or fix it with surgery?
I don't know. But it's, if you injure something you have surgery on, I don't know exactly what he had done. But sometimes, like, you might need to have it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Because you tweak it or do something along those lines. So, I don't know.
Things that aren't great for having a quarterback who may be a little bit vulnerable out there. They just put Kendall Lamm on IR, so they're gonna have to have another right tackle.
IR on week 18.
Went on IR, dude. He's done. They signed some dude from the Dallas Cowboys practice squad. They're also trying to see if Teron Armstead.
Their offensive line sucked too.
Sure did. They're trying to see if Teron Armstead can go this week, although it feels like his knee's been like a wind-up toy the last couple of weeks because it just stops working basically at the first quarter. If he does go, then they're thinking Patrick Paul can go on the right side. If he has to go for Teron Armstead, who knows? They may have Carmen Sandiego out there again. I don't know.
But that's and that's the now. Didn't Paul play right tackle in college?
No,
he played left tackle.
No, but he started getting reps at right tackle. They said so.
Okay.
But he's only going to start there but that's only if Teron can go.
Right. I would have, in all of these experiments, I told you what I would have done. I would have tried to keep Patrick Paul as close to Teron Armstead as possible. Right. And have him learn all of the intricacies of playing tackle by playing next to.
Yeah, but the damage is done. They can't do that now.
They can't do it now.
They can't do it now. Now they got to figure out, do they even have tackles for this week?
You got like, well, the good
Why
news
does this
is
keep happening? Why can't the line? Why is the line doing this every year? We're doing like Scrabble.
Musical chairs.
Chris Greer's fault.
Nah, he's laughing at it, dude. Don't worry.
Yeah, no,
He's laughing at it.
I would say this. You can plan for injuries, and you usually have a couple of utility guards, like baseball. You have utility infielders or utility players. You have a couple of offensive linemen like that. That being said, your utility guys have to be formidable. And let's just say we've been Eichenberged.
This week, great.
Got a verb? A verb?
Yeah.
Always a verb, dude.
That's great.
This entire line's been Eichenberg for the last 4 years.
And so from that standpoint, it gets to a point where I don't care who you are, if you have enough injuries at a position, right? It's scramble mode.
This is
now,
just such a weird place because you have to get into you have to win. You somehow need the Chiefs backups to beat the Broncos to get
which is not unreasonable.
It's not, but it's also not. It's not like the favorite thing to happen. Like, what's the line on that game this week? Let's see.
Isn't Denver favored?
I got.
Oh yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think Denver's favored by like 11 last I checked.
No.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. Someone asked me, should I bet them?
10.5.
I told you.
There's no way.
Denver's favored by 10.5.
Yeah.
It's at home.
Denver's dude.
10.5 point favorite. Dude, they're not playing anybody. They're not bringing anybody to Denver.
But
Mahomes might be in Aruba.
You do realize, right, that part of this dominance for this team the last few years has been with a boatload of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys coming in have played. And you could go in there and think that they can't win a football game with their backups. And I'm telling you, the way they've played football all year, it seems like they've been winning games with their backups. All these close games, all these squeaking them out, all these. This is how they play. So it's not unreasonable. That being said, I'm more worried about the Dolphins beating the Jets because they still got, a good pass rush.
Oh, yeah. Listen, that was the Dolphins. It took 2 incredible Tua drives to beat the Jets when they played a couple weeks ago.
Now, I will say this.
Although it does seem like Aaron Rodgers is ready to go home.
There we go.
It seems like he is ready to go home, dude.
He's ready to go to the Amazon again and lay in a river. This guy is ready to go.
That was the grossest part of that documentary. He's just sitting in a jungle creek. It's just I'm like, ugh. Why?
I'm scared to put I'm scared to put my toe in a creek behind my house. And this guy's in the Amazon?
Yep.
You know what kind of stuff is in that water?
Dude, piranha leeches.
Yes.
Can't trust it.
I mean,
take a break.
It's certainly not Peanut Bay.
Take a break. Back after
Peanut Bay.